Well, good morning to our viewers on Morning Live. And yes, we're still live, coming to you from the Cradle of Human Crown, just outside, where is it? The West Rand, Krugersdorp. I'm on a bus, and on this bus, just underneath me, there's a big surprise that we are unveiling soon. But I'm with some students who bore the cold this morning alongside me. In fact, I'm going to be a bit biased. This school is opposite my house on the West Rand. Bastion, who are school ladies, Netball World Cup is finally here. I was asking you whether you knew the mascot's name. Just for the people at home, if they don't know who the mascot is, what's his name? Letsatsi. Well, all of this will be unveiled in a short time as the bus moves towards where Vusiwe as well as SKR. I'm going to take a little walk. Well, here's Letsatsi, who is the mascot, of course, for the Netball World Cup. And as you can see, it's great excitement throughout the bus. In fact, throughout the day to our viewers, we'll be on this particular bus going through the length and breadth of Gauteng, showcasing hopefully some of the netball players who will be representing the country at the World Cup. And of course, we have that secret that I said is underneath the one level under the bus, and I think the president of Netball South Africa, Mum Cecilia, will unveil it in a short while with Sakina. But for now, as I said, great excitement. We'll be having a chat with all these kids throughout the morning. But for now, I'm going to hand matters. I think SKM are coming to you. Think we off? One of the choirs, in fact, apologies there, we lost communication a bit. As you can see, the excitement continues here at the Cradle of Human Crown. Another group of youngsters going in. In fact, there's the president of Netball South Africa, Mum Cecilia Molokwane, as I was talking about. Going in that case, ladies and gentlemen, is what everyone will be playing for. And as far as the World Cup is concerned, the trophy that Team South Africa, the Pro Teams, will be hoping to be the last ones carrying or standing when the World Cup ends. Mum Cecilia there, as I said, we'll be having a chat with SK to unveil it there. As the excitement continues, youngsters come out there in numbers. It's good to see these young girls because it's freezing out here, but somehow they're brave the cold, as I said, alongside the kids on this bus. And as I said, we'll try and have a chat to them and ask them who their future stars are. In fact, also, and as far as this is concerned, we're going to have some legends of South Africa who will be joining the festivities throughout the day. In fact, if I heard it correctly, the South African Gallery of Legends will be here showcasing some of the athletes as well who are come in support of this Netball World Cup and the Netball Trophy Tour. So as I said, we're expecting a lot of things throughout the morning, throughout the day, as we count down to the Netball World Cup. I think it's just over 50 days, in a month and a half's time or so, and as far as the Netball World Cup is concerned. In fact, behind me, as you can see, the competition has started, ladies and gentlemen. This is what to expect at the venues throughout the World Cup. You can hear the youngsters behind me. In fact, the youngsters on the bus, and as well as the youngsters at the bottom, the competition for, what is it called? School songs has started. Let's listen to these young ones have a go at it.
All right, and welcome to the Cradle of Humankind. And as we promised you, an exciting broadcast this morning. And it's all about SABC joining the road to the World Cup in Cape Town, the Netball World Cup, that is. And we enjoy this particular moment with you, and we are of course inviting you as well to hashtag Netball World Cup 2023, hashtag SABC, SABC News, SABC Sport, SABC Plus, all of those hashtags. Please feel free to join in the conversation and tell us what your perspective is this morning. And we are hoping to build that gees as we make our way to Cape Town for the World Cup at the end of July. But of course, the president of Netball South Africa, Cecilia Molokwane, you would have seen Tabiso on the bus with those kids. Absolutely exciting. And of course, singing their lungs out there. We've got the Tshwane Metro Choir behind me as well, singing up a storm. So it's like a veritable smorgasbord of all sorts of sounds and excitement here this morning at the Cradle of Humankind. and we are going to welcome that World Cup trophy. You will see it, and this is of course what the 60 nations will be playing for. And we are going to get with us the president of Netball South Africa very shortly. I can see her out of the corner of my eye making her way up here with that World Cup to come and speak to us about it, what it means to South Africa at this point in time. And you know, when we look back at the World Cup, and of course the history of the World Cup started in 1963, and of course now in 2023 it is in its 60th year of existence. And just a nice useless fact around this, there are only 2 nations that have ever played in the final apart from South Africa. That's right, South Africa is the only other nation apart from Australia and New Zealand who have ever played in a Netball World Cup final, and that was of course in 1995. Remember the World Cup final, the Rugby World Cup final that galvanized this country together, you know, tried to build that nation? Well, in that same year, the South African netball team, they actually placed second. They were runners-up at that World Cup in England as well. So, you know, there's history here, there's pedigree here, and of course it is up to us to raise that flag once again at our very own World Cup in Cape Town in 2023. All right, we have the choir singing away. We're waiting for Cecilia Molokwane to join us, and that trophy, I can see it, it is coming through. And of course, we will be keeping you abreast of all of these developments as Cecilia Molokwane brings the Netball World Cup through for us. Here's the president of Netball South Africa, Cecilia Molokwane. Thank you so much for joining me. And what a proud moment it is.
It is a very proud moment. I mean, I never thought in my wildest history that I would be here today with the World Cup trophy. 60 years after the World Cup have started. I mean, it's a very proud moment for all the netballers in the country.
So it's essentially, you know, come to the cradle of humankind. And the significance of choosing this particular venue, because the trophy tour started in KwaZulu-Natal, and the West Rand, of course, is where this is located. They are handing over today to Tshwane to take it further. But this is a magnificent venue, and as we see the sun rise over the horizon, and we're hoping this is our rise as South Africa once more to the top.
You know, it goes well, Sakina, because you're saying this is the sunrise. Our mascot is named Letsatsi. So you see, when you see the sunrise in Africa, it's something that most of the people miss overseas, to see the beautiful sunrise. And what a beautiful gesture that we are here at the cradle of humankind to do the handover today. One of our heritage and museums that we are proud of as South Africans, and importantly as Africans.
So, Cecilia, I was actually just talking before you came in about South Africa's proud in the Netball World Cup, and just, you know, mentioning the fact that many people don't know that we are the only nation, apart from New Zealand and Australia, to ever have played in the Netball World Cup final.
Actually, it's 4 teams that have ever played there. It's Trinidad and Tobago that won the World Cup in 1979.
But they won because they were tied on points.
Exactly, but they played the finals.
Yes.
So it's Trinidad and Tobago, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. In 1995, we went to the finals with Australia. We were a big shock to the world to say, wow, they come from Africa and they come and conquer the World Cup. They never thought of that. And after that, they took a advantage from us, you know, the New Zealanders.
No, they did. But even before that, we did place third in the second edition of the then Netball World Cup World Championship before it became the World Cup as we know it today. So we've always been a nation that has performed well. And if you look at the last edition, again, you know, I think that was probably one of the proudest moments, seeing how close our girls ran Australia there. It's absolutely inspiring.
You know, when we played Australia in 2019 and we lost by 2 points, you know, that was the proudest moment to me, that we won. You know, to me, we won the game by the girls going to that level of saying to Australia, we can beat you at any time. We are here to compete, not to participate. It shows that the girl can. And for us, play for the bronze medal, it means we have the capabilities. And I always say, in my language, they say, don't go and go where the snake is inside its hole. They're coming to the whole of South Africa. So we'll show them what the Rainbow Nation is made of. So the girls have performed well. We went to the quad series in January, and did you see the vibe of the girls and how they performed there? And drawing against England, you know, it was something from being beaten by them with such a margin at the Commonwealth Games and coming back to draw with them and coming back to lose that game about 5 points. To me, it says the girls are ready, and definitely we're ending up on the medal podium. I did not carry this trophy for nothing.
So I'm waiting for that trophy because, you know, we need to bless that trophy so we can do the things with it. But, you know, again, we've got the bus and, you know, we saw the excitement with all the young ladies on the bus and everybody who's gathered here, because I don't think people can see it, but there is quite a lot of people here. And that speaks to the moment that we are in as a nation. But talk to the nation, Cecilia. You know, galvanizing this nation around this team, because we're going to need everybody to be shouting for our girls.
We need each and every South African to rally behind the Spar Proteas. I always say, let's not talk about the tournament now. The most important people we should talk about are the Spar Proteas. It's Bongi and the other 11 players that will be playing for us. So to me, it's let's rally behind the girls. Whether you'll be at the fan park, at the viewing area, or you'll be at the City ICC, or you'll be watching on TV on SABC, rally behind the girls. The spirit will feel it, and they will feel the spirit as the girls. So South Africans, we are here. We are women. We own our stage. This is our time. This is our time to shine. This is the time for Africa to shine. This is the time for Netball South Africa to shine. This is the time for Spar Proteas to shine. Support us.
Absolutely, and that of course is the message. We're going to go back to studio, and of course, as Cecilia says, we're going to be speaking to Bongi Msomi and of course a few others as well who are part and parcel of this build-up and the success that we've had so far, and hoping to take it to better heights. So do stay with us as a Morning Live and SABC joins that road to the World Cup in Cape Town.